Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Man, please. All about my bread like some ham and cheese. Wow. To put it in one word. Wow. College bleeping basketball. Countdown to March. Less than 6 weeks away now. 41 days until we get the bracketito. Till Selection Sunday, baby. But that is not why I'm saying wow. Iowa State, number 3. Florida, number 5. Houston, number 6. Michigan State, number 7. Marquette, number 9. Kansas, number 11. Kentucky, number 12. Mississippi State, number 14. Louisville, number 21. Old Mississippi, number 23. In the house, that Vanderbilt, number 24. All of those teams lost over the weekend. Wow. The madness is real. The madness is among us. Let the madness begin. We will dive in to everything that happened over the weekend. It's Monday, baby. We're going to recap the weekend that was in college basketball. A couple of good games tonight. Not many. Excuse me. But we have a wonderful week planned for you. Of course, we're counting down to Super Bowl Sunday. Down in the Big Easy. Super Bowl Sunday. I already gave you my favorite bets for that last week. I'll go over them some more this week. Also, my man JCP, Jaden Chandler Parnell, he'll be here later this week to give us all of his thoughts and breakdowns and bets for the big game. As far as college basketball goes, I got a lot of stuff to talk about today. So I'm going to move the tiers segment back Wednesday, Thursday. One of those days, we will dive into the tiers in college hoops. Who I think is going to have a first round exit, second round exit. Who is going to be the 16 teams that can reach the Sweet 16, the elite teams to reach the 8, and the final teams to reach the 4, and then the 2 standing to play for a national championship. And we'll go through all of that this week for Shit Show. If you know, you know. It's Captain by a hook, baby, with the red beard. Presented by StareDownSports.com. Stare Down Greatness. Check out StareDownSports.com. I'm breaking down every team, 2 or 3 a day. Countdown to Madness is on. I'm Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a fantastic, absolutely beautiful, the first show in February, right? Friday was the 31st, right? The first show in February. Man, man. Couldn't be more geeked right now. Made my bracket last night. Probably bring it on the background of the show sometime in this month. But let's do what we do best. Let's start with Friday on this college basketball weekend recap. Purdue moves to 9-2 in Big Ten play. Indiana kept it close. Purdue won it late. One of the few ranked teams that did not lose this weekend. 81-76 win for Purdue. Braden Smith, 24 points, 7 boards, and 6 steals in the win there. Talking about some Ivy League, huh? Yale continues to be undefeated. They took down Princeton on Friday. Yale 5-0 in Ivy League play. They're 12-6 overall, not undefeated overall. Georgetown, yes, Georgetown. 5-6 in Big East now. They beat up on Butler on Friday night, 73-70. Dayton gets a huge win in A10 conference play, 71-63 over St. Louis. And Akron improves to 9-0 in the MAC. Not the MAC, just the MAC. 9-0, baby. Conference play for Akron. 85-71 win over Kent State. Now let's get to where all, and I mean all, of the action happened Saturday. I keep waiting for Auburn to fall apart. I keep waiting for somebody to just beat up on them, humble them, put them back in their place. Hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Auburn is the best damn team this season. They go down to the Mississippi and they handle business. Business trip. In 92-82, Johnny Broome double, 20 points, 12 rebounds in the win. Auburn 8-0 now in the toughest conference in basketball this year, the SEC. They improved to 20-1 on the year. 92-82 win over Old Miss. I told y'all on Friday, Duke winning this thing by 30. Ain't even going to be close. North Carolina should just forfeit right now. Little side note on this game. What the hell happened to North Carolina's Argyle? 2025, y'all too good to wear the Argyle? No, you're too bad to wear the Argyle. 13-10, 6-5 in ACC play. You just got a white strip on your ribs. Disrespectful, disgusting, and absolutely heinous. Put the Argyle back, bruh. I don't know what the hell y'all doing. Duke was up by 30 the whole damn game. North Carolina went on a run for no damn reason. 3 minutes left. Closed it to 17. Duke, turkey, dog, whooping their biggest rival, North Carolina. North Carolina. Probably be the last time I talk about them this season. Their season is over, Johnny. Barring they go on a 40-game win streak. But that's not going to happen. 40 enough. I mean, there's 10 games left. You got to win the ACC tournament to get into the big tournament. Then you got 6 games for big. 20 games left. No. 11 games left. This team will be an early exit in the ACC tournament. Get the Tar Heels the hell up on out of my face. Hats off to the Duke Blue Devils. 11-0 now in ACC play. The broadcast straight disrespectful. Duke has an out of conference game against Illinois coming up. Broadcast goes yeah, that'll be great for Duke. They don't have many challenges in the ACC this season. They they it'd be a good way to bolster their record. ACC used to be the king of basketball, and now announcers are talking about how great it is for an ACC team to get a chance to play some real competition by playing a Big Ten team. Just a disgrace. Kansas State, how do they do it? Iowa State, falling apart like a good brisket. Last week and a half, 10 days, 2 weeks. Iowa State has not been the dominant team we're used to. They are now 7-3 in Big 12 play, and they let Kansas State come to their house and put a whooping on them. 80-61. Never even close in the second half. Iowa State, they need to go back under the hood, get some maintenance done. Alabama. Everybody's talking about Auburn. I can't wait to see Alabama, Auburn face off. Alabama's right behind Auburn. Auburn 20-1. Alabama 19-3. Auburn 8-0. Alabama 8-1 in conference play. Alabama beats up on Georgia 90-69 over the weekend. Grant Nelson, LeBron package, 16-10 with 5 blocks in the win. Florida, they go down to Tennessee somehow, and I know this isn't official. Some a-hole, jack off, somebody on X got Tennessee as a 1 seed. Tennessee, huge win over Florida. Shouts out to them. They improved to 5-4 in SEC play. Tennessee 64-44 win over Florida. Florida was undefeated before they came into conference play. Now they got 3 losses, 5-3 in the conference. Florida's going to be a team. I don't know. We'll talk about it more later this week. I'm going to be looking to fade Florida come March, come the madness. Texas Tech. They're now 8-2. Huge win on the road down there in Houston. Overtime. Thriller. Came down to free throws. Juwan Roberts makes one, misses one. Macmillan makes both. 1-point win, 82-81. Texas Tech now 8-2 in the Big 12. Texas Tech, I've been talking about them for 3 weeks now. Quietly, one of the best teams in the nation. Disrespectful. They're not ranked above teams like Illinois. Probably will be after this. But sometimes these rankings, man, you can't trust them. Kansas is 6-4. And they were 11. While Texas Tech's 22 at 8-2. And I know they were 7-2 and 6-3. But Texas Tech, again, quietly one of the best teams in the nation. Michigan State, my Michigan State Spartans, 9-0 going into the weekend. They go undefeated in December and January. First game in February, they travel to Los Angeles, the West Coast, baby. Probably spent a little too much time on the beach, huh? I'm kidding, people. Michigan State, first loss in Big Ten play, 64-70. They just could never really get a momentum going. They be down 10, make a run to cut it to 2. go down 10 again, make a run to cut it to 4. They can never get over the hump and steal the lead and grow it. I don't think they ever had the lead. 22-12 to 35-32 to 45-35 to, I mean, you get it. I just explained it twice. USC. Huge win for the Trojans at home, 70-64 over the Spartans. USC not done yet. Good thing about the Big Ten, got a lot of good games ahead of you. Could get a lot of good wins. There's a lot of teams like USC sitting around 13-8, 5-5, 4-7 in conference play, 6-5, but they're in the Big Ten. They have chances. Put together a little 4-game win streak. Next thing you know, you're one of the last 4 teams in. Make some damn noise. Big Ten teams have a chance. You got USC. You got Nebraska, Ohio State, Illinois. Bunch of teams right there around that fringe mark. Still, possibly, could backdoor their way into this damn tournament. UConn. Uh-oh. Do we need to see what the price is for UConn to win the Big East? Marquette, 9-2 now in Big East play after losing to UConn at home. UConn on the road now 8-3 in Big East play. They beat Marquette 77-69. Solo ball, 25 points and 11 boards. Marquette's gonna have to keep that foot on the gas. Baylor down 21 at one point, down 19 at the half. 40-21. Kansas was winning at halftime. It don't matter. What's that saying? It ain't over till your mama singing. Oh yeah, I called your mama a fat lady. Baylor coming back on the attack. Baylor 81-70 win over Kansas. How you love that? Telling you, this Baylor team is one to watch out for. I think right now they're like a 9 seed. I think they're going to work their way up to a 7 or 8 seed. And I think they're going to be a dangerous team come March. Too much experience and too much talent. And great coaching. They come back, put up 60 points in the second half to come back and win by 11. Held Kansas to 30. 30-point differential in the second half of that game. Yikes. Kentucky, baby. Mark Pope in the game. Kentucky fans went from having the objective to boo John Calipari in his return to getting their ass whooped by John Calipari in his return. I saw one Kentucky fan said, I came to boo Calipari and I left of booing Pope. I said, God damn. Why you gotta boo somebody? Just root for somebody, man. Spread some positivity. Kentucky at home. They lose to Arkansas. Arkansas 2-6 now in SEC play. 89-79 win. Maybe this is the spark they need. I thought when Boogie Flan got hurt, they'd be able to play more team ball and get some wins. Turns out they're 2-1 since I said it. John L. Davis, give him the damn ball. 18 points, 6 assists. DJ Wagner's good. John L. Davis is great. Arkansas, they're looking to go on a run. Hey, they got a lot of chances. It's the SEC, just like the Big Ten. Go win 4 or 5 in a row. See what the hell happens. Texas, A&M. I mean, I feel bad for South Carolina. 0-9 now in SEC play, and every time I look up, they're losing the game by single digits. 3, 4, 1. They lose this one to Texas A&M, 76-72. Texas A&M, quietly, one of the best teams in the nation. This is how you know the SEC is good. You got Mississippi State ranked at 14 at 4-5. You got Missouri, who's 6-2, ranked at 20, and then you got Texas A&M 6-3, ranked 13th. I'm talking in the nation. Isn't that funny? Mississippi State's 4-5, 14th best team in the nation. What about Missouri, 6-2? Oh, they're 20th. Oh, they're 20th. Maybe some of these people that do these rankings can focus on college basketball now that the Super Bowl's almost over with. Maybe people can do their damn jobs. But Texas A&M, they're 6-3 now in SEC play, 76-72 win over South Carolina and Missouri. They took it to offense. They said we're 5 in hot ham 2, and we'll rank 20th. And you got Mississippi State 4 in hot ham 4, and they're ranked 14th in the nation. They were 16-5 coming in this game. We were 16-4. That's how Missouri people talk. We're 16-4. I actually don't know how Missouri people talk. But 88-61. Slapped them all on the floor, in the words of Akon. Missouri. Toe up number 14, Mississippi State. 88-61. Never, ever close. That's how you do it. Mississippi State's now lost 2 in a row. Exhilarating game against Alabama. Just had nothing left in the tank against Missouri. And it showed. Again, almost a 30-point win for Missouri on the road in SEC play. Watch out for the Tigers of Mizzou. How about the Red Storm? St. John's. All they do is win, win, win. No matter what. In the words of T-Pain. Kadary Richmond, my favorite point guard, should be an orange. But Bohan want to play number 11. Box head ass. Kadary Richmond was special as a freshman at Syracuse, but didn't get no playing time. Anyway, he had 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists in the win for St. John's. St. John's 10-1 now in Big East play, 19-3 overall. Rick Pitino doing something special with this St. John's program. Cannot wait to see what they do in March. They do barely beat Providence though. Kim English, coach of the Providence, he don't care what the record is. Providence 5-6 in Big East play. He's fighting for something. 68-66. St. John's, the Red Storm, the Johnnies, barely squeezed by with a victory. Delicioso. Georgia Tech, they get a huge win. Louisville came to town at 9-1 and left town 9-2 in ACC play. Georgia Tech 77-70 beat up on the Cardinals of Louisville. Louisville, just hats off to them. I can't give them enough praise and enough rounds of applause for what Pat Kelsey's done in his first year. Oklahoma, they took on number 24 Vanderbilt. Beat them by 30. Wait, what? Beat them by 30. 97-67. Get this. Oklahoma was down 4 at the half. End up putting up 61 points in the second to Vanderbilt's 27. Ended up winning by 30. Down 4. End up winning by 30. Wake Forest, 76-74 win over Pittsburgh. Huge win for Wake Forest. They're now 8-3 in ACC play. Every time Pittsburgh needs a big win, they don't get it. They beat North Carolina last week, I know. But they've had about 5 other chances to get some good wins. This was one of them against Wake Forest. And they don't get it. I'm saying this because I believe in Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh. And when I say like, I like what they got going. Not a fan. Wake Forest, 8-3 now in ACC play after the 2-point victory. Washington beat Minnesota. Huh? What? Oh, no. Nobody cares? Didn't think so. Arizona. Man, were we premature in saying Arizona has fallen off a cliff in non-conference play? What were they? 5-6, 6-5, something like that. Now they're 15-6. They hit the Big 12 conference play and said, "All right, this is what y'all been waiting for, ain't it?" 9-1 now in Big 12 play. Arizona, a team I was high on before the season. One of the 4 teams I gave out as me saying they got a chance to win the Big 12. They do. I wish I was smart enough to bet them around Christmas when they were like plus 3,000 because they were 6-5. 9-1 now in Big 12 play. They beat up on ASU down there in Tempe. I can't do it. I want to do it. I can't do it. My alliance is too strong. Fork 'em, baby. ASU gets dragged through the mud. All right, I'll say it. Arizona beats up on the little brother in Tempe. Hurts to even say it, to hear it. Bob Hurley loses the tie early. They were bringing it to him. Arizona outlasted them. Arizona finished strong. And after the game, Bobby Hurley and his team walked off the court without shaking hands. In the press conference, and I'm paraphrasing, Bob Hurley did not say this. But what Bob Hurley said was, F him. Kidding. Again, paraphrasing. You can go watch it if you want. He just explained why they walked off the court and why the hell he was so mad. And gosh darn it, I'm just sick of losing. Paraphrasing again. Creighton. Wow. I told you. The madness is real. Stephen Ashworth. Up 1. 15 seconds left. Throws the ball to the other team. Here, Villanova, go dunk this shit. Villanova said, "Oh, for sure, thanks." Boom. They go up by 1. 10 seconds left. Stephen Ashworth, a smart player, plays for the last shot. Not this guy. He comes down the court full speed, pulls up for the 3, 8 seconds left, airballs that shit. Never laughed harder in my life. Somehow, some way, I'm going to be honest, I'm a little older. I remember players doing this in the 90s. Haven't seen somebody get away with this since about 99. They catch the ball, I'm talking midair, out of bounds. They're diving for it. It's an air ball, mind you. He catches it. Timeout, timeout, timeout. Somehow they give them the timeout. I didn't even know that was a rule. I thought they changed the rule, didn't you? So where you could not call the timeout in midair anymore. I swear I thought they changed the rule. Anyway, Creighton gets the ball back, down 1. Stephen Ashworth, somehow, the basketball god said, "We forgive you for being trash as hell." Shoots the ball from the behind the backboard. I mean, this thing is so off. But Angel blew it a little bit. It goes from hitting the corner of the backboard, just the backboard, and instead of bouncing off, it just spins into the damn goal. How did he do it? Nobody knows. Creighton, 62-60 win, heartbreaking. Game winner 3 off the side of the damn backboard. Literally a fingernail away from bouncing into the damn crowd off the backboard. Creighton, hot as hell. I'm telling you. I'm telling you for 2 weeks now. If you don't watch the show, I've been telling you. Creighton, hottest team in the damn nation. Creighton, they're going to be in the Elite Eight. They're going to be in the Final Four. Probably not. Elite Eight, though. 100% Creighton's going to be in the Elite Eight. Okay. 100% they're going to be in the Sweet 16. From there, anything can happen. From there, anything can happen. 9-2 now in Big East play. Love this team. Love them. Clemson, they're 10-1 now in ACC play. 68-58 win over North Carolina State. From the Final Four, so I don't even know if they'll make it to the NIT. Hey, that's college hoops for ya. Boston College, Florida State. Wild, crazy finish. Hand Jr., 31 points, 9 rebounds. Boston College, 77-76. Win over huh? No, nobody cares. Sorry about that, people. Drake, they're now 10-2 in the MVC, 20-2 on the season. Drake better be on the damn bracket projection tournament thing tomorrow. Sick of seeing them be disrespected like this. 20-2, can't even put them in the damn field of 68. It's a disgrace. 75-65 win over Southern Illinois. Illinois. Excuse me. Wild games, man. Michigan, they improved to 8-2 in Big Ten play. Man, Rutgers, they're right on the fence. They're right on the fringe. They keep losing games like this by 3 points. They need Dylan Harper back and in a hurry. Danny Wolf, 16 points, 14 boards, 4 blocks. Michigan holds on to win it 66-63 over Rutgers. Rutgers is one of those teams, man. We talked about USC earlier, talked about Nebraska. Rutgers is right there in the mix of the Big Ten. Just need to go on a 4 to 5 game win streak. And maybe they're too young. Maybe the raw talent just hasn't clicked yet. And guess what? They'll be in the NBA next year, so it don't matter. It's not like they can come back and build on. And that's what I miss about college basketball. Usually we see some players like this, Dylan Harper, Ace Bailey, and we got at least 3 years to watch these kids grow up, play better. Probably by that third year, they're a Final Four team that could win it all. That's just how it goes. These kids don't give themselves the time to be great, and I get it. Go to the NBA. That's your dream. Your dream ain't to play at Rutgers when you're 8 years old. But you can't make millions playing at Rutgers. I don't know. I don't know if we see the shift back because of the money, where you start seeing kids go 3-4 years. And maybe that's why I like this Creighton team so much. Just to jump back a little bit. Been watching this core together for 4 years now. Been watching Kyle Brenner try to climb the damn mountaintop. Loses in the Elite Eight by 1 2 years ago. Loses in the Sweet 16 last year. Maybe this year. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, Michigan, big time win, 8-2 now in Big Ten play. That Big Ten is turning out to be something, huh? You got Michigan State 9-1, couple of 2 lost teams in Purdue and Michigan. I'll tell you what, that Michigan State game this year. Oh yeah. Do not disturb. Cancel all plans. I'll be watching. Cancel all plans. McNeese, first loss of the conference play season. That one's gonna hurt. Now 10-1 in the Southland Conference. They were on like a 13-game win streak. 10-0 in conference play. They lose 71-63 to Nichols. I always got to make sure I say the L's in that one. Nichols. It comes off the tongue harsh. You know what I mean? Nichols. All right, I'm walking a thin line. I know it. I know it, people. Just jokes. SMU, they're now 8-3 in ACC play, 85-61 win over Stanford over the weekend. And Yale, don't know why they played 2 games back to back, but hell, they're 6-0 in Ivy League play, 90-61 win over Pennsylvania. Texas whooping up on the LSU Tigers. LSU 1-7 now in conference play. Shout out to Arkansas letting us get that 1 win. Texas 4-5 now in SEC play, 89-58 win over the Tigers of LSU. Notre Dame, you are already embarrassing. Losing to Miami, even more embarrassing. San Diego State 63-61. Burley beating Wyoming. I said what I said 2 weeks ago about San Diego State, and I'm not going to repeat it, but I stand by it. Just in case the feds watching. You beat Wyoming by 2? I don't know. You were laying 14 and you beat them by 2. Third or fourth time this has happened. Maybe you're just not that good. But maybe. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to say it. Grand Canyon, baby. 7-1 now. They give the Utah Valley their first loss in the conference. 75-57 win for the Lopes of GCU. Utah State. It was the battle of the 9-1 Mountain West teams. You had Utah State, New Mexico, both 9-1. New Mexico on the road, serving up some whoopings, baby. 82-63 win over Utah State. Utah State, bounce back, baby. I need to see it. Syracuse, my Orangemen, they get the win over California, 75-66 after an absolute disgrace of a game before that against Stanford. The running Rebels of Las Vegas, they fall to Nevada. You say Nevada, I say Nevada. 71-65 over UNLV. How about this collapse? Washington State, from good to great to ass. San Francisco, the Dons, they're now 8-3 in WCC play. San Francisco, the Dons, 75-51 win over Washington State. And I know, the game you've all been waiting for. St. Mary's, Gonzaga. One of the more special games of the season. One I always look forward to. St. Mary's protecting home court. Improved to 20-3, 10-0 in WCC play. Gonzaga at one point minus 800 to win this conference. Now 3 games back. 62-58 win. Gonzaga. This ain't your big brothers, Gonzaga. No. This your pops, Gonzaga. Before the Adam Morrison days. Shout out to St. Mary's, man. 10-0. WCC play. Who would have thunk it? Before we get to Monday, there is 3 games I want to touch on from Sunday. Illinois. Wow. This team was down 11 in the second half. Ohio State looks like they had everything figured out. Ohio State looked like they were going to steal a game on the road in the Big Ten. And then Illinois just came back, locked them up on defense. I think Ohio State went 6 minutes without a bucket, game time minutes without a bucket. Just absolutely disheartening effort. From up 11 to losing by 8. Illinois put up 51 second half points. Ohio State, I mean, that was a huge game for either one of these teams. Illinois comes out with the victory. Illinois getting the damn job done, 87-79. Memphis, 8-1 in the American. However, I don't think they've covered a game since Christmas. PJ Haggerty, 26 points, 8 rebounds. They needed everything they got to beat a Rice team out of Houston, 86-83, 3-point win for Memphis. Cincinnati, high hopes for Cincy this year, and you can throw them all in the toilet. Flush them down. 2-8 now in Big 12. West Virginia goes on the road and holds Cincinnati to 50 points. West Virginia 63-50 in that win. And then Nebraska. I'm telling you, there's some teams in this Big Ten that's about to make a push. Nebraska being one of them. Wire to wire, a lead. They beat Oregon, and they beat them down 77-71. But this team was up 8 the whole game. Oregon never really had a chance. Oregon, number 16th in the nation. You can take that number away. Bryce Williams. Give him the player of the year. Bryce Williams, 28 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. My favorite player this year. Nebraska. On a roll. They had that 6-game losing streak. I think they bounced back in a major way. Love what I'm seeing from the Cornhuskers. Man, how you love that? Only on Captain by a Hook. You get a 35-minute recap of the weekend. Talking college hoops. Let's look at what we got on tap for tonight. A couple of good ones. Not, but a couple of good ones. We got Pittsburgh taking on Virginia. Pittsburgh's 12.5-point favorites. I do think they win this game, and I think they win it in dominant fashion. However, 12.5 is a whole hell of a lot of points to lay with a team called Pittsburgh. And I'll be hot-hammed if I do it. If I had to bet this game, I would just take the points with Virginia plus 12.5. Again, I think Pittsburgh dominates, but I don't think they run away with it. I don't think they win it by 20. If they're up 14 with a minute left, I feel good about Virginia back going. But I'm just going to stay away completely. But I would take the points with Virginia plus the 12.5. I can see this being 9, 11-point win maybe. McNeese. They just lost on Saturday. What does that mean? Well, good teams bounce back and in a major way. McNeese taking on Incarnate word. McNeese minus 17.5. Now you know that ain't right. High ass number, but I would lay it with McNeese. Hell, I might end up laying it with McNeese. Not a lot of options to bet here tonight. McNeese minus 17.5. I think they get a 25-point win. If this was Tuesday, I would lay it without a doubt. Will Wade would have a chance on Monday to talk to his guys, but because this is a Monday game, probably no practice. They're probably just going to straight bounce back from that Saturday loss, come out swinging. So McNeese minus 17.5. I like it a whole hell of a lot. North Texas, the Mean Green basketball playing machine. They're taking on UAB. North Texas plus 100 on the money line, plus 1.5 on the spread. I like North Texas to win that thing outright on the road against UAB. Plus 100 though, even money. Just gonna stay away. We got Super Tuesday tomorrow. We got 41 days until Selection Sunday. A lot of games we get to bet. No need to force up a North Texas bet right here. Man. I've been going back and forth on this game. Two desperate teams in the Big 12. Two big name teams in the Big 12. Two teams as of right now are ranked in the top 12. That'll probably change. Iowa State might stay around 8, 7, but Kansas is definitely dropping to about 16, 17 after that loss against Baylor. Iowa State and Kansas. In Kansas. Kansas. -2.5 at home in Kansas. Kansas. I'm kidding. How many times can you say Kansas? You got to count? 5? 20 seconds? Iowa State would be my bet here. Just like their defense better. I think Kansas is soft. I'm not going to bet this game, but I probably will. I mean, there's not a lot. I only got one bet for you tonight. Iowa State at 8 p.m. I mean, it don't get no better than that. Plus 120 on the money line. Both of these teams are desperate. You can't play that card. Well, Kansas coming off the loss to Baylor. Iowa State just got their ass whooped at home by Kansas State. They trying to take it out on somebody. Both of these teams angry. Both of these teams mad. Both of these teams looking for a huge win tonight. Give me Iowa State plus 120 if I had to bet it. As of now, I'm staying away. Only got one bet for you guys. And because of that, it's the best bet of the day. I need somebody. Anybody. Hit me with the horn. Franklin, Earl, Beard Winnington. You can call me Frank. The only bet of the day, which makes it the best bet of the damn day. We're going to one of my favorite teams. Only let me down once this season. Knock on wood. They don't let me down twice. On the road, College of Charleston. The return of the man. Oh, I try. Oh, I cry. College of Charleston, -2.5 on the road. If you're scared, go to church and bet the money line, -135. But I'm going to lay the 2.5. College of Charleston on the road, taking on William and Mary. That's the bet of the day, people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. It's the countdown to madness right here on Captain By a Hook with the red beard, presented by StareDownSports.com. Stare Down Greatness. I'm Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dobbs. Going live. It's a beautiful Monday. It's the first show of February. How you love that? Take all these wagers at your own risk. And please, please, gamble responsibly. I'll see you guys mañana. That's tomorrow for the non-Espanol speakers. Anyway.